What's good, R&B Squad? This is out of Ruth. I trust that this message meets you guys in good spirits. If you're new to this family, we don't believe that you're here by accident. Welcome. We're happy to have you, and Jesus is, of course, always happier. The word that I have today comes from some things that I saw in the spirit and some things that the Lord has been showing me and some scripture that He's been speaking to me through regarding what I am seeing and hearing. So, as per usual, as you listen to the details, you will know by the details whether or not this word is for you. Please eat the meat, spit out the bone, take what's for you, and leave the rest. So, I'll get right to it. In the spirit, I saw this individual being removed from this place. This individual was occupying a space and they were being removed from this space. And when I say being removed, I don't mean a graceful removal. This person was being forced out of this space because apparently they didn't want to leave. And the place was being prepped for somebody else to come in. And the person who was coming in, they were right there. They were like right at the entrance waiting to come in. So it was only a matter of time, like moments before that person came in and occupied the space. And this individual who had been there formerly, who had formerly occupied the space, was being pulled out of that space. And that was the end of what I saw in the spirit. And then the Lord has been showing me the number 414. So if you've been seeing that a lot, this word is for you. And also, in addition to showing me the numbers 414, He has been leading me to specific scriptures and speaking to me through those scriptures. So for someone, if this word is for you, there are people occupying positions in spaces who are being removed from those spaces right now. And when I say right now, I mean right now. This is a right now word. This is not for months from now. This is not for a year from now. This is a right now word. Because of the urgency with which I saw that person being removed from that position and the other person was right there waiting to come in, that's how I know this is a right now word. And the scripture that I received will confirm this as well. So there are people occupying positions, and the Lord is saying the time is up. The time is up for them because, in the first place, they weren't supposed to be occupying those positions. Secondly, they abused those positions in one way or other or took them for granted when they were in them. And thirdly, that position was always meant for you. So now that you are ready to take your rightful place, there is no room anymore for them. And they know that there's no room because they're seeing things happening where it seems like they're being forced out. And they know that it's out of their hands. But yet they still keep trying to hold on to the position without acknowledging the fact that they're being forced out because God doesn't want them there. And so I was led to two scriptures to support this word. The first one is James chapter 4, verse 14, and that reads, "Yet you do not know what your life will be like tomorrow, for you are just a vapor that appears for a little while and then vanishes away." And that is for these individuals who are occupying these spaces and refuse to leave and think that they can hold on to these spaces or these positions inevitably. When it comes to a situation where God is involved and God's children are involved, there is nothing you can do to control that situation. If you interfere, you really don't know what's going to happen with your life and in your life from one day to the next. And I was also led to Esther 4:14, and you guys know Esther 4:14, and I'm reading from the Amplified Bible. "And who knows whether you have attained royalty for such a time as this and for this very purpose." Let me read that again. "And who knows whether you have attained royalty for such a time as this and for this very purpose." And I love the Amplified Bible version because it puts in that part about attaining royalty. Those of you who are getting ready to occupy a space in which somebody else previously occupied, they were not ready for that space when they occupied it. They were not trained to occupy that space. The Lord has had you in training. He has had you in training. He has been preparing you. He has prepped you to the point where you're now ready. So you have attained the things that you have attained, whether it's your gifts, your talents, your abilities. the fruit of the Spirit. You've attained these things. You've attained royal status in God's eyes so that you can take this position and serve Him while you are in it. So I hope that this message bless someone. I love you guys. I will be back with another word as soon as the Lord releases me. Take care.